Yo guys, what is going on? Mr. Josh Payne's back again, and in today's Orktober video we're going to be building an orc that has looted some Space Marine armor. So I'm just clipping off some Space Marine legs off the sprue now, and what I want to do with this video, or this miniature rather, is I want to have it so looks like he's gone through the battlefield and he's taken bits of the dead Space Marines and attached them to his armor, kind of looted the battlefield for power armor. My intention with this video is to kind of be the first of many where I'm going to be doing a lot of different Space Marines, sorry, not Space Marines, orcs in Space Marine armor. And I was thinking maybe even different types of Space Marine armor for each one. Maybe there could be some Terminator stuff, maybe some normal power armor, maybe some Dark Angels and Black Templar armor as well. So kind of just mix it all up a bit. So here I am just pretty much laying out all the pieces and kind of checking out if I like them. And I don't really know which way I'm going to be going at the moment. I don't really know what I'm doing until I kind of just see the parts on the sprue. But I do end up going with the orc weapons and the orc arms. So I think I'm going to do just Space Marine legs, Space Marine backpack and shoulder pads. And then an orc head, orc arms and weapons, and an orc body, and then a few little bits and pieces that kind of cover up any imperfections in the model. Now that I've decided on the bottom and torso that I'm going to be using, I have to make a few adjustments to the orc's torso. As you can see, it's a bit rounded down the bottom so it can easily fit into the orc legs, but the Space Marines has a straight cut from where I had to cut it away and file it down a little bit. So we're going to take a little bit off the round part down here, and then if it doesn't quite match up properly, I can always chuck some stuff on the belt and make it fit and kind of hide the seams. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Now that I have the torso and legs assembly put together, I've also put a head on the orc. I've chosen an open helmet faced orc, so I still get a bit of green skin happening too. And I've just got the slugger, I think they're called sluggers, in his right hand. And then for the left hand, I'm going to go with a chain sword. So I'm going both Space Marine hands here because I don't want to make it too much of a Space Marine body. I want him to have a lot of orc stuff showing too. So it also looks like he hasn't found a lot of armor on the battlefield. Maybe still trying to get some more. And yeah, my camera decided to go out of focus here, which is awesome. Alright, we're now fully assembled, and I found these really cool bullet shell casings on the orc sprues, so I've decided to put them on the base, bit of extra detail, and then I'm putting a pouch and a grenade on the left hand side there. And if you can see at the back, I've also got a big shoulder pad, an orc shoulder pad going around the back like some lower back armor, and that's just going to pretty much cover up the gap that I had from joining the body and the legs together. There was a tiny gap at the front, but you can't really see it because of the way the orc's torso is positioned. So now we've got the texture paste. I'm just going to put these all across the whole base. Once that dries, it'll look really good. It sticks together really well, and it doesn't kind of break off like sand does sometimes. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got a skull there as well. I think I actually put the skull in afterwards. Okay, so my orc in Space Marine Power Armor is now fully base coated in Sandri dust. You can see this skull on the back there that I was talking about as well. So now I'm going to use Pale Sand by Vallego Game Color to give a dry brushing over the whole entire model. I think I may have gone a little bit heavy with this, but it is what it is. It actually creates a bit of shading and highlights when I do the next step. Okay, so the next step is striking Scorpion contrast paint with technical, what is it called? Medium? Contrast medium. So I'm mixing that together. I didn't really look at how much I put in. I just kind of mixed it till I had a really good consistency. And now I'm just going to paint all the orc skin in this. And because I did the dry brush before, it's going to give me a little bit of a highlight, a little bit of darker parts, and a bit of kind of overall texture to the whole thing. And I really like the way this color looks. It's actually a really nice vibrant green. Step 1, completing the orc's green skin, is completely done. So I didn't film it, but I used the Ultramarine Blue Vallego colour on his shoulder pads. I did originally go with a contrast Telesar blue, but I didn't like how it looked, so I went over that. And now I'm using the red paint, I think it's Vermillion by Game Color, to do his legs. And then it doesn't go on really well at first. It looks really blotchy. I thought that maybe I made a big mistake doing this, but then I put a second coat on and it looks really nice and solid, so I was happy with that save. Next we have Vallego Field Blue, which is kind of more of a grey colour. I'm using that to base coat the chainsword and the helmet and the backpack, and also that little bit of a shield on the back of the lower torso part. I'm going to be doing a few of these bits metallic silver, but when I first tried to put the metallic silver on them, it didn't want to cooperate, so I think it needs a base colour first to really give it a good shine in the end. Okay, so after most of the base coats are completed, he's looking quite good. It's now time to move on to my first shade colour. So we're doing a wash in Nuln Oil. So we're going to wash the whole entire mini, and this will get in the gaps, it'll make it a bit darker, and it won't pull up on the flat surfaces. So you still keep the red colours, the blues and the greens, but you get a little bit of contrast in the recessed parts there too. Alright, so now I'm going back with pale sand and painting the teeth, and just a few little touch-ups, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and smash that like button so I know you enjoyed it, and maybe even give me some hints and tips on what to do in the next video. Anyway guys, stay safe, peace out.